Hi, I'm John.
I'm David.
And we're from Brandsmiths, which is a law firm for brands and entrepreneurs. We also do a lot of work in sports. So when we first met Wolfpack, it was a no-brainer to get involved with those guys because, well, working with them is exciting, they're ambitious. You know, they've taken on a unique challenge, which was to be the first transatlantic sports team, which, you know, it challenges the status quo, not just in rugby, but in sports generally. And they're becoming massively successful because of that.
We really enjoyed our time working with Wolfpack. We had some amazing results with them. We successfully defended Ryan Bailey when he refused a drug test, and UK Anti-Doping prosecuted him. The club backed him. We got a lot of respect for that from the club for supporting a player in a situation where most clubs would not. And like John was saying earlier, they breached the status quo, and that's what we're like when we practice law, and that's how we like to work with our clients.
Yeah, so working with Wolfpack, they're relatively new to the scene and also a Brandsmiths, so as they go on and continue their amazing success, we're hoping we can grow our presence in Manchester, in the business community and also in sports.
Yeah, we work with a number of sports clubs in the Northwest, and we're looking to piggyback off our success with the Wolfpack that stemmed from the partnership and trying to tap more business in that respect as well.
Well, first and foremost, gentlemen, thank you for renewing.
You're welcome.
Brandsmiths has been a big part of our adventure over the last 12 months, and I know you find this hard to believe, but the actual business of sports is beyond my pay grade. So when we look at the legalities of flying to Canada, the logistics alone, the legal challenges that we have with both individuals and the group of the Wolfpack as a whole, boy, do we need their help. And so it would be too hard for me to go into the intricacies of the things that they do. That's why we're here. That's why we've got such a good partnership, because, as I mentioned at the top here, the business of sports is very, very complicated. And sometimes it's nice to be able to have a couple of gentlemen like this where you sit down and go, gosh, this is difficult. And you just hand it over. And that's what we need to do. And that's why I think you'll find the challenges of travel, the challenges of documentation with Canada, the challenges of documentation with the UK, the challenges of individual legalities in relation to performance. These blokes are the best, and I've always had the belief that within our group and if we can attract the best, then we'll perform at our best.
When we were looking for a legal partner in the UK, we wanted someone who kind of had great synergy with the Wolfpack, and we found the Brandsmiths kind of completely fit the bill, because what they are, they're not just lawyers who know the profession inside out, they're sports lawyers, so they knew the business of sport. So actually, when you're dealing with 30 rugby players who are travelling kind of thousands of miles every week, you kind of need to work with a legal team that can hit the ground running, that they kind of know the vagaries of sport, the challenges of a sporting business, and these guys are what they say. You can pick up the phone, you can just chat about issues you've got, and actually you don't get a bill every time you have the conversation. They're just a pleasure to work with.
I think the great thing about working with Wolfpack is that whenever we needed them to help us do our work, they're very easy for us. And actually, as clients go, you're some of the best we could have ever asked for. We had one result in particular where we got a groundbreaking result for our firm, which has, for our reputation, has taken us to another level. And not only was it a great result for us, it was a great result for Wolfpack and their player at the time. And we're looking to build on that and keep doing it. And going back to what Martin was saying earlier, we are different to other lawyers in the sense that we're fairly young, we can approach, we're good to speak to coaches, athletes, we've been in dressing rooms, we've worked for clubs, we've worked in-house at sports brands, we know what we're talking about, and we're always there to help, and we're always at the other end of a phone or a WhatsApp call.
Yeah, and just on that, if you not every legal firm can come in and build up a bond of trust with up to 20 players who were involved in that big case. Actually, that was something that you just take for granted, that these guys just came in, seamlessly did that, built up some very strong personal relationships, and that's the bit you can't you put a price on. The value that the Brandsmiths brought to that important bit of our club about culture and building relationships.